r/DeadBedrooms. Finer Flu says. A question for the HLs? Very often I read here it's not about sex, it's about intimacy, so I wonder and ask, what else could your line's partner do to give you intimacy that isn't sexual in nature? Or do you use intimacy to mean sexual stuff, in which case why not just say sex? Nautistrella says. Most HLs miss the hugging, kissing, hand-holding, the little things. Yes, we want sex too, but so often everything is pushed away, and we are left with nothing but a literal room at. Dice Gray says. I feel like I live with my sister. Previous Passion 5377 says. I've said that in the past, and after much thought I think what I really mean is it's not just an orgasm. I can get those on my own. I want the intimacy and connection that comes along with sex with my husband. I do find that other types of physical affection help build that connection. Flirting helps. Just a moment of passion, like a deep kiss, etc. Of course there are other types of intimacy, long, deep conversations, shared dreams, etc. Phalangeban, she says. Meaningful kisses, maybe a back massage here and there. Spooning, cuddling, compliments. It feels like I live with a platonic best friend who gives me a peck here and there. That might help me feel like he's still somewhat attracted to me. But when sex and everything, including the stuff I mentioned, isn't present in the relationship, it feels like I'm with someone who doesn't want me at all. Thefinal Throwaway 22 says. He could tell me that I look good or nice or attractive. He could hold my hand and kiss me in public. He could take a walk with me. He could write me a love letter. He could text me, I love you first for once. He could make the bed in my favorite sheets. He could give me a foot rub. He could buy me flowers. He could buy me a candy bar from the store. But, at the end of the day, none of that intimacy replaces sex, and oftentimes we want both, equally. Playful Meringue 8029 says. My partner, cuddles, kisses etc, but without sex I began to feel like I was just her cuddle buddy. Personally, I ended up preferring she not hold or cuddle me at night. It gave me anxiety. To survive a dead bedroom, you really have to switch them into a friend zone, and when they give other forms of intimacy and never sex, it blurs that line. My self-esteem continued to be on the line as well. Many times I created the boundary that I'm not down for cuddling. I made the choice to do what was best for me and stopped worrying how it made her feel, reassuring myself she was not worrying over how a sexless relationship was affecting me. Intimacy in a sexless relationship is not what I'm looking for, personally. r/DeadBedrooms. Nareditor84 says. I left her after 17 years. In that time, she probably initiated sex less than 5 times. We had the talk 5 times over the last 6 years. I'm done. If anyway has a use for a horny as frick. 38-year-old HLM Jimmer Shout X. Skulking Lemon says. Huzza. Another shackle broken. Emmet says. Congrats. Hopefully I can find similar courage in 2023 too. Agitated _Blue J 767 says. Good for you. It will be challenging and take some time, but everything will sort itself out and you will love this decision. Equivalent Hearing 76 says. I hope you get lots of offers. Emotional Injury 428 says. Period. r/DeadBedrooms. Slow Burn 36 says. I feel like a shell of who I was. I'm 37, HLM, married just over 11 years to a 35, LLF. It's been an issue from day one where she doesn't see the lack of sex as an issue, thinking I want it too much. We will go months without, then have mediocre to just plain bad sex here and there. She has no interest in any forms of foreplay and sex to her is just a way to get me off her back from time to time. I so love her dearly, we have amazing kids and a great life, but I feel like I'm going insane. I'm new to all of this, but I was told this was a place to maybe find some comfort, or help or advice. Not sure what I'm looking for, but feeling really alone in it all. Sleep Deprived 23 says. Advice is to stop making your wife have pity sex with you, because this will cause a larger rift between you both, possibly resentment. Try to not focus on sex, date your wife again, and work on improving yourself. Take the pressure off of sex and that will be your best bet to ignite sexual desire. Dark Queen Enjoyer says. You've got to change your post flair if you want advice lol. Mission_exit_3660 says. I'm sorry. You made this as a no advice post, so good luck. DB_thinker says. Kids ages? r/DeadBedrooms. Bars6hound says. When is it time to separate? Sex may be twice a month, usually within the same week, so it isn't spread out. I'm HL husband is lines. When does the marriage just fail because of DB? I don't know if I even love this person anymore outside of loving them as an amazing human who is super sweet and cool, but just no sex makes me feel empty inside. It's only been a few years, but I don't think it is healthy for me to continue this way because my self-esteem suffers so much. I would really appreciate advice. Quietly_Mary34 says. If you are thinking about separating, it's important to seek professional help and to be honest with yourself and your partner about your feelings. It's also important to be patient and to give yourself time to think things through before making any major decisions. Legitimate Scar 6572 says. Info, what work have you put in to communicate and repair the situation? Do you have young kids? Do you both share the load of house and work life evenly? Fallow 3 says. Now. r/DeadBedrooms. Dice Gray says. First positive sexual interaction in ages. HLM34 LLF34, 4 kids 11 years. I hesitate to call this a PPP, only because I really and truly don't think anything long term is ever going to change at this point. But I'm writing this down more for my own benefit I guess. I haven't initiated anything since New Year's. My wife invited me into the shower around Christmas and gave me HJ, but it was only because I'd been sad after she rebuffed my attempt at cuddling earlier that day. Since then, she has invited me into the shower 3 times, and each time I accepted, but turned down her offer of an HJ. I turned them down because they felt like an attempt to fix my bad mood and seemed to be falling into old patterns of managing my emotions. So last night out of the blue she says she wants to shower with her husband, invites me to join her. I do, not expecting anything. We are having a low pressure enjoyable time. She comments on how my butt looks hot since I've been lifting weights for a few months and asks about my routine. As I'm talking about my lifting she grabs my genitals and starts playing with me. I gasp but continue talking. She gets a mischievous look and dares me to finish my conversation as she manipulates me to orgasm. It was fun, light-hearted, and playful. I didn't offer to return the favor. BC historically I don't think she's asked for a return HJ in 7 years, and my asking could be interpreted as pressure for her to receive. If she'd asked me beforehand I would have declined the HJ, but the way she initiated was, as I said, playful and fun. And our sex life has never been playful or fun. Long term, I don't think one-sided sex like this is where only one partner orgasms is necessarily healthy or feasible, but at least for now last night seemed to be a step towards a new dynamic. Especially because it felt like more of a gift of affection than something done to manage my HL or check off a list of tasks. In the end though, I still don't hold out much hope that things will really get past the DB. 4N0NM0U7H says, just curious, did you say thanks? That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.